and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 17, Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hall on a give up the middle. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On the counter, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Check.
Hall again on 2nd down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A handoff for Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Carter straight ahead. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
A 15-year career that's been aging like fine wine. Calais Campbell is one of the most respected players in the game. If he can get 6.5 sacks this season, that means he'll have 100 for his career.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash, this from 33. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jackson's throw caught there by Wallace. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Jets set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On first down, Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Uzomah. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Again, Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, that's caught by his tight end Uzomah. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Here we go.
Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Jackson now off the bootleg. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At the 45. Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
While he was adjusting to the NFL game, Odafe Oweh had 5 sacks as a rookie, and he's only scraped the surface of what he can do.
Here we go. Set.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the... John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
So the
stands.
challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And Davis with it left side. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll take it inside the 25.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
The quick, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again is Wilson.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now, wait a minute. Did the Jets get it? They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside. He'll battle battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Baltimore, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.